Hello and welcome back to All Under Heaven. We are continuing to rule this land down here. We've converted some of it and we're going to continue converting it. And we're going to probably let time progress a little bit quicker this episode, because last episode we spent a lot of time kind of going through marrying off people. Ooh, I can do mystical communion. Let's do that. Gives me some more wise man trait experience, which is great, and learning lifestyle and divine guidance and all of that sort of stuff. It's all very nice. So, I got everything. Wonderful, and no negatives from it. That's great. Okay. No positives or negatives. We just did it, essentially. Let's plan an inspection. So, we're going to go to Luozhou here. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go... Ooh, now if I go max, I actually have to pay for it this time. Let's just go with no funding. What's our goal? To survey? Or to overseer? Let's do overseer. Yeah. And let's go. Okay, so this is going to be slightly worse, because obviously we're paying for it, but that's fine. Do I want to improve popular opinion here? Do I care? It's currently 0. They could end up with a negative opinion of us, but I think it's unlikely. Let's... Let me try and improve taxes a little bit. Okay, hey, gain some random money. Empty lands. We survey the more obscure regions of Luozhou, or as we survey the more obscure regions of Luozhou, Jie and I find a small area referred to as the plains of Linglu. Besides some few goat herders, there does not seem to be anyone living around here. Whenever we pass them by, they look at us with suspicion in their eyes. If we want to ensure my control of Luozhou, we need to get a better grasp on the populace even in these remote lands. So I can get a small outpost here. We'll convert to a fortification building if holding is built. Okay. So it's the holding of Linglu. So this one. Ah. Okay. So if I was to actually build a holding here, we would get something. And get toll road, which will be an economic building if something is built here. This one reduces holding construction by quite a lot though. I'll reach out to the locals. Let's do this. Let's do the small outpost. Overseeing Luozhou. After thoroughly scrutinizing all the documents I could find, I've managed to wrestle out some extra budget I can reallocate to alleviate some of the local infrastructure issues troubling the county. I will need to figure out which section of the bureaucracy is most in need of some extra aid. We can try and get more taxes, or we can try and get more development. I would like the taxes, please. Okay. This person bartered with us. Nice. Some extra taxes, which is great. Alright. A misstep. We just got a random negative. And conclusion. We got an inconclusive inspection. So, we get 10% more chance on the next inspection and popular opinion. We get some merit, we get some money, and we get improved salary. Nice, but not as much as we could get if we had done better. Okay. Right. How much does it cost to make a new holding here? And that was cheap enough that we can actually afford it. So what do I want? A castle or a city? Or a temple? Well, I don't want a temple. So do I want a castle or a city? Well, given that we can hold cities, cities have a lot more benefit to us now, because they are a great way of earning money. Although we don't get it directly, but it is a great way of earning money. No, I guess I'm going to build a city here. Let's construct it. Right. Right. Oh, also cities. Cities. Just about to finish the upgrade. Let's see. Do we get credit? We did! Okay, we get to keep credit. That's fantastic. It's exactly as it should work. So I get 71 merit, and I get some more governor trait experience. Although apparently we're still at roughly level 2. Which I think we've been at for a while. Oh no, you can actually see it here. It is a little bit there. It's just being covered by the symbol. That's fine. Right, where are we? We're over here. Wonderful. I was also wondering if our money, is this the time for us to start getting some men at arms? It might be. What would I even want for men-at-arms? We can afford one right now. Guess if we can only afford one. Unraised maintenance is so much though. Look at that. It's 0.78 a month. No, I still can't afford them. Actually, I still can't afford men-at-arms, because if that's that per unit, right? So 100 troops is costing us 0.78. And how big is a unit of these guys? A unit is... I don't know. Let's assume it's going to be like 5, right? That's 3.5. That's all of our money. Yeah. Yeah, that we can't afford it. We're actually too poor for that right now. Okay. Well, whatever. It's worth looking at, but nope. Oh, new issue? Predatory beasts. Alright. Let's go. Wild beasts eat the animals of a local game preserve and harry the locals. Sightings are oft reported near their villages and bloody incidents in their paddocks. The news from Baoning is dire and fearfully told. Local wildlife are becoming scarier and scarier. Their numbers scarcer and scarcer. Never mind. Their numbers collapsing due to a growing leopard presence. These fiends, made braver by their mounting numbers, are not content with depopulating the wilderness, but can now be seen lurking around my people's settlements. Livestock and children are closely watched, but still the outskirts of Baoning are not safe. Okay. Need to do something or they'll be dealt with in time. I need to do something. Let's go. Okay. My arrival in Baoning is amidst tragedy and worry. Locals mutter that, in the safety of an enclosure, a prize yak was recently torn apart by an enormous leopard. A quick ride about the region proves this information reliable. Wild game is rare to see and the signs of leopard attacks are everywhere. They say an infant is missing. They say tiny shattered bones were found. So, because I have enough governor trait experience, I'm assuming, although it says because I have the governor trait, I can say I know the right professionals. So, I get a ton of experience, I get learning and intrigue experience, and we get abundant gain for 10 years and lose predatory beasts. Well, this seems pretty good. I'm not going to hunt them myself, so that's going to go badly. Peasants aren't going to do it. Yeah, I'm not going to import and release more prey, so I'm just going to do this. Yeah, it seemed pretty good. I was just like basically just an auto pass. And we're almost at level 3, which will get us some martial and intrigue. And we get a new learning perk. New learning perk here. I'm going to grab Iron Constitution. It gives us... actually, you know what? I'm not, because I don't need to. I'm going to grab Carefree. This means I don't gain as much stress, which I think is actually useful. I hear a commotion coming from my daughter Wu Duan's chambers. Hastening inside, I see the wet nurse, Xian Zhen, playing with Yu Duan. Excellency, perfect timing. Yu Duan just took her first step, she shouts excitedly. Holding my girl's hand, she tries to walk her around the room. Okay, so I can gain some prestige and she can gain some opinion. What else can she do? Or I don't have time for this. I'll get prestige off of that. That's fine. Okay, cool. I'm no longer this guy's seneschal. Well, that's unfortunate. I really quite like the money. You would like us to play Go. Okay, we can play Go, random person, I guess, if you want to play Go. Let's go. The greatest game, Go. Gentleman Pan Zong Shou is already waiting to begin our little Go match. Sat waiting with a competitive grimace writ across his large across his features. Why is this written like that? Usually if it's purple it means you can hover over it. It's weird that that's purple. Anyway, we're neck and neck, though neither of us is even close to victory. Most people don't fully appreciate how tricky it is to pull off an Eastern Emperor's Gambit, let alone defend against it. So I can go for one of these. So I can go Martial, which is counted by learning. So our Martial is 14 and his learning is 11. I can go Intrigue, which is counted by Martial. Our Intrigue is 5, his Martial is 5. I can say I know the rules of Go like the back of my hand. Learning is counted by Intrigue, but his Intrigue is 3 and my learning is 45 or 46. I'll do that. Our match marches on. Pan Zhongshou continuing with a simply pathetic gambit. Blast it, somehow this man seems to counter every stratagem I employ. I'm beating him handily, though neither of us is even close to victory. You may have the upper hand for now, but you'll slip up eventually, they always do. I'm going to do the same thing. Because even though he's countering me, like, it doesn't matter. Because I'm still beating him handily. Yeah, and I'm going to do the same thing again. Could you ease up on the blatant cheating for a moment, snarls my opponent. I'm going to say, think you can outthink me? Okay, he took it personally that I won the game. Wonderful. With a smug smile, I place my final stone upon the board. Buddha has witnessed my triumph today. From the start, I had complete trust that Buddha would see me as the victor, and there could be no other way. Nothing but the shallow husk of a man is left of Pan Zhongshou. He can't believe I've won. It's an excellent match. How does it feel to lose, little man? Although he's already my... I think it was just getting close to being a rival, maybe. Or, I'd love to play again sometime. Let's say I'd love to play again sometime, and now we're close to our friendship. Nice. Okay. Gained a little bit of mentorship there. Or a little bit of merit from our mentorship then. And you would have invited me to join the conservative movement. This is my elder inviting me to change movement. Interesting. Well, let's see. Do I want to? What do we currently get? So the pro-song movement gives us some bonuses and some things. Means buildings are slightly cheaper. What is the conservative movement? So domicile construction cost goes down, but time goes up. Okay. Means our men at arms cost a lot, but does that matter? I don't think it does. You know what? Sure, I'll join your movement. You've asked me to. I really just joined the other one because my elder was in it. So let's just go with the flow. Okay. Huangdi Zhao Shu of Song is anointed by the heavens to fulfill the promises of the advancement era. Meanwhile, I've chosen the path of the conservative movement. Okay, cool. So that's fine. Right, so it's now got a lot more strength, although not enough to like move the Song movement away from being the top one, but you know, that's fine. We have done what he asked us to do. Yeah, I think that's perfectly reasonable. Spouse, eligible bachelor. Lady Zhuan Jing looks over at my children with her usual certainty. No child of yours should be without a match in marriage. If you allowed me to tutor them, they should soon be suitors lining in the streets outside. I mean, he's already betrothed. Okay. I could say they could all use some coaching. Or I would have you teach me appreciated mannerisms instead. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Give my heir some extra diplomacy. I think that's still maybe worth it for reasons. Like, maybe that might help them in, like, getting some land or something in the next 5 years if they want it. Okay. What's this? I've been invited to a local examination. Now, you're far to the east. I'd have to leave within 9 days, but actually, we would get there in time. I hire mercenary guards. We definitely get there in time. Oh, no. Right. Mercenary guards. I definitely get there in time. And then I could change my route back. So I could say I'm going to go to Min. Then I'm going to go back down here. Then I'm going to go to this one. Yeah, and then we make our way back. Okay, that seems perfectly reasonable. Let's go. And the mercenary captain gives us extra speed, which is why I made sure to get him. Hey, I got some merit. At night by the campfire. Long after night is settled, I find myself laughing, telling stories and drinking with my Hishang Rengui, my courtier Seng Nanjin, and my concubine Gong. I didn't know he had it in him, but Rengui ended up telling a particularly ribald story about 4 peasants he had seen in Gaozhou. After drying my eyes from the laughter and drinking a bit to clear my throat, I will... tell a story of my own. Because I'm honest, telling a story of my own without embellishment makes people like me. Cool, I can make a request of... so this would be my elder, right? No. Head of my movement? Head of my movement. I can ask the head of my movement for money. Alright, I'll do that. I like money. Hey, he gave it to me. Ooh. Empty council position. What happened to my... I guess my army supervisor must have got land. That's the only reasonable explanation I have for somebody just disappearing out of existence. Alright. In which case, Whoa, you've got 29 diplomacy? Also, was it the person who previously held your land who is now left? Nope. Okay, but this guy just has 29 diplomacy? Where did he come from? I mean, obviously you're going to be in charge of diplomacy for me. You have 29. Yeah, obviously, that just makes sense. Right. Continuing. Hospitable hospices. As we travel the hills of Luozhou, a hospice covered in beautiful Yao art appears alongside the roadside. Travelers, you look weary. Our roads are open for rest and care, a physician offers with a gentle smile. Inside, the air is calm, filled with the soothing aroma of herbs. Here, try my famed decoction of chrysanthemum. It will reinvigorate your souls. Okay. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say, here, have some money, because it's the only event that doesn't replace my court tutor or have a chance of me dying. And that gets this holding some bonuses, which doesn't matter to me. Okay, we're now at the examination. Our goal is to assist. Okay. That's my other son. My 8-year-old son is doing alright with his studies. How's my son doing? My heir. My heir is about to come of age very soon, actually. Okay, new stewardship perk. Oh, wow. I guess I will grab probably cutting cornerstones to make our domicile building stuff cheaper. I should also probably buy a domicile upgrade. I'm going to buy the mansion upgrade when I get it. Okay, that's fine. That means that we just need another, like, 16 gold, which is possible. Okay. Entrants are gathering for the exam. And... public challenge. No one understands the spring and autumn annals better than I. Kongzi's words are not simple recordings of events. His subtle phrasing exalts the virtuous and condemns the wicked. Don't you agree? Says Intendant Dong. There's no room for fantasy. So Dong is not one of the ones on my list, right? No, there are no Dongs on my list, so that's fine. We can potentially get some learning, but we'll become rivals. Every path is unique, or is an unproductive debate. Well, I'm after learning lifestyle, so I'll become his rival. That seems reasonable. A new Yancy comes of age. I'm proud to see my son no longer as a child, but as an adult. Always the curious and knowledge-hungry child, Yu Yancy has shown an affinity for scholarship from an early age. An avid learner, he has become quite the purveyor of knowledge and has proven himself fully capable of structuring advanced theoretical and theological arguments. He got level 3 education and jungle stalker, due to him being educated by my wife. Alright. I mean, that's kind of cool. It's got a ton of learning. He ended up cynical, content, and deceitful. Wow. Unlike us, who's honest, he's ended up deceitful. Are you deceitful? No. Interesting. He just ended up with some odd traits. Alright then. Well, he's betrothed to her, and that's not going to happen for a while. I don't think I can force him to go to a thing, right? No, I cannot force him to go to like a examination, but I do have it on currently. I can command him here. Let me try it. I'll try it again. Maybe I have to keep doing it. I'll command him to go. Oh, right. And this is due to us being rivals. This house is now my rival. That makes sense. Right. I in some mentorship progress. Has my son gone on a trip yet? No. Okay. Forbidden answers. I catch Zhao Zibao, a nobleman from Chengjiao, nervously thumbing through a worn manuscript, eyes wide with poorly concealed eagerness. He stammers, "It's just for reference. I wasn't going to use it in the exam, really." The merchant Xian Tong gives me a knowing grin. "A valuable study aid, great one. Only a few coins. Perhaps a distinguished man like yourself would like the full set." And report this disgrace and confiscate the scroll. Purchase the interesting scroll. Okay. And that will get me another scroll artifact, or I've seen nothing. I will report this disgrace and confiscate the scroll. Right. I've lost my wet nurse. She is no longer eligible. Alright. New wet nurse is going to be you. Alright. It's fine. He's still not doing an examination or anything right now. Alright. Well, hopefully he will eventually. A sealed favor. Could you pass this along? We're going to expose the fact he's trying to cheat. A timely challenge. Somebody is challenging us yet again. We will grade each other's answers and I will pass because I'm better at learning than everyone. And I will grab... I think this time we'll grab Iron Constitution. I think the bonus against disease negatives is pretty good for us. The vanishing essays. They're gone. The essays for the sorting, I've checked everywhere. I can rewrite them. We can search together and find them. And say this guy's too calm and accuse him, or this isn't my problem. I'll simply rewrite them. Also, am I the person with the best learning? I'm now curious. Let's reset to defaults. All. No. But I'm third. Like, out of everybody, I'm third. Okay, it's not bad. Anyway, carrying on. The weight of the ink. Okay, so this is us making the ink again. We've done this a few times. I guess I could do this one here, which is fine because I don't have any stress. So we might as well mix things up. Right. Now the examination proper is started. And... oh! This is my guru who's in it. Hey, we've got some skin in the game. Okay. He's second. It looks like he's going to pass. Releasing the roll. You get some merit. That's cool. And echoing horns. We'll come back to this one in a second. I just want to see, did my guy pass? My guru indeed has passed. Fantastic. Well done, guru. Let me just check with my son here. I'm assuming he has not. He hasn't even taken... yeah, well, I don't know if he's taken it, but I assume he hasn't passed. Oh, but he is traveling. Because he's attending a local examination. Cool. Alright, so that did kind of work. Centralized ministries has been replaced by divine mandate. Oh, so... that is... not crown authority in this one. I'm trying to figure out what they call it. This thing. Divine mandate. Oh. Guess divine mandate has been moved to level 4. Or whatever this is called is now moved there. Law. Anyway. So what's new? So new, non-administrative vassals can never declare war. Base tax contributions gone up, so we're paying even more tax in. Which is crazy. Yeah. And then, so this is the thing I was talking about actually a while back. Yeah, this is why we know that this is not like quite like this. You would look at this originally and think, oh, that's 105 plus another 20, so we're up to like 125% tax, which is obviously ridiculous. We're not paying them 125% tax. I think we're paying 75 plus 30% of 75 plus 20% of 75. I think that's the way it's working, or of the value of that 75. But anyway, that's fine. We've got economic prosperity though apparently here, which is just increasing our income by 5%. I don't know what that is, but anyway, cool. Yeah, and then basically everybody hates our liege, except for the fact that they probably don't. Alright, cool. Is that economic prosperity from the new conservative movement? No. Okay. I'm not sure what that's from, but that's okay. Is that a bonus that we have here? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, we prayed at a shrine and reflected that we should invest in increasing our wealth, apparently. Oh, cool. Echoing horns. The echoing call of horns fills the air as we traverse the hills near Fuzhou. The hill forts resonate with the sound, a call to arms that sounded through generations. Mere seconds after the first blaring, a throng of garrisoned Han warriors emerged from the closest fortification, charging a group of terrified highwaymen and bandits. So we can try and help, but we probably won't. We can pick the bodies clean. Gong, aid them, or this is not our battle. I'm gonna say this is not our battle. Our concubine fell pregnant. Oh, cool. The sorcerer of the Hua. The Hua is a land of strange and obscure custom to me. The practices of the Mingist faith are strange and unimaginably different from the Yana. Are they actually that, like... So it's a dualist faith and ours is a Buddhist faith. Okay. And nowhere is that more apparent than their attitude towards the practice of magic. Right in the middle of town, there's a man chanting incantations and offering blessings as if he were a bhikkhu. It is strange to me, but the people appear positively jubilant to be in his presence. Has been made to understand that sorcery is a sin. This is none of my concern, or he will repent or burn. I thought we were okay with witchcraft. Are we not? No, we shun it. Okay. I mean, that's not necessarily that bad. They accept it and we shun it. Yeah, I don't think we would burn them. We'll say none of my concern, which I think is probably fair. Because it isn't. Right. All the way along here. Regent tried to get me gold and failed, but, you know, at least they tried. Reaching a road crossing, I find numerous poems stuck to the boundary tablets. They seem to be written by other travellers. Some mention that places as remote as Borgra's rolling hills, cresting and falling like waves. One poem in particular catches my eye. It details a particularly striking depiction of the countryside. It's clearly written by a masterful poet. So I can gain insight or say how quaint. Let's gain some insight, get more learning. Traveling traders. As I stroll around the market of Pingxing, a loud ruckus comes from just a couple of stalls down from me. There's a furious man animated and waving his hands. Ward head Xiao Zong will have your head for this, he yells at another merchant who looks, if possible, even angrier. I would love to see him try, the stall owner dismisses the merchant with a wave of his hand. Angrily turning to his bodyguards, the merchant clearly intends to get the deal one way or another. So we can aid him and get an alliance with the ward head Xiao Zong of Handan. Up here. Okay, probably not going to do that. Seems like the perfect time to make some coin. Or I'll watch the spectacle. I'll make some money. We'll do a stewardship thing and get some stuff. Right. Quarrelsome lot. As we trek through Pingxing, our caravan has stopped at a clearing bordered by dancing reeds. I proceed towards the commotion only to find Seng Nanjin and Chu Renshi having an irate row. How dare you knock me from my horse, Seng Nanjin, you eremetic beggar. Okay, so this is just a random guest who's in my court. Shu Renshin exclaims, prostrate upon the mud. I cannot be held responsible for your distinct lack of skill, Seng Nanjin replies with a smug grin. Okay. Well, I can just say, have you tried being friends? And it worked, and we got some seasoned traveler experience. The story is in the telling. The Bo Sunk storytellers of Xinjiao are greatly renowned, and when I finally meet them, they don't disappoint. We spend many hours sitting around the fire listening to their stories, and it is a true joy to hear them speak. Well, I don't really care about this because I'm not in charge of my culture, so I'll just get told a good story, which is diplomacy and vassal opinion. Diminutive defenders. At the foot of a particularly imposing hill fort in Chunzhou, a group of children play at warriors, their laughter a counterpoint to the solemnity of the stone. One child, bold and bright-eyed, approaches with a wooden sword. Halt! No one may pass the hill fort of Jing Xuan and his charming band, the child exclaims gleefully. Oh wait, are you a governor? So we can get famous visitor for 10 years to this place, which we don't really care about because I don't really care if it's got holding taxes. You can try and get child scouts for a trip, which doesn't matter. Draw your weapon and scare the children off. It gets this place extra patrols. Or cherish your games. We're going to say cherish your games. And we have now made it home. How is my son doing in his thing? Did he pass? I'm going to say that doesn't look like a pass to me. That looks like a fail to me. That's disappointing. Yes, I would like for him to pass next time if that would be possible. Right. Do you want to do a jail inspection? I suppose we could do a jail inspection. Let's go. Right. Dire reports are coming in from the district jail. Conditions are abysmal and prisoners are on the brink of open revolt. Seems the prisoners in Luozhou's dilapidated district jail have become restive, protesting their conditions and balking their jailers' best efforts to keep them under control. The reports warn that a solution must be found soon or else the prisoners may overwhelm the wardens. Okay, let me go. Right, and we're off. I barely enter the jail when my senses are besieged by the fetid stench of the unwashed and the doleful moans of the inmates. Something small briefly brushes against my foot before skittering into the shadows too swiftly to identify. I turn my gaze to the nearest cell and meet the eyes of a prisoner within, his stare a hot ember of anger amidst the misery of its countenance. I can remove the jail, but the prisoners will provide the labour. Okay, must improve their conditions at once, pardon the least guilty among them, get released prisoners, or have the loudest complainers beaten into silence. Oh, alright. I'm going to renovate the jail. Yeah. Which then gets us like more governor trait experience, so now we get extra martial and intrigue. Our intrigue is a whole 6 now. Ooh. Fantastic. And now we've arrived home. Right. Well, our son is a little bit of a disappointment to us now that he hasn't passed his exam, but that's fine. He's got time. He's got time. But you know what doesn't have time? This episode, because it's over. And this is where we're going to end it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.